welcome to TCSN News. I am RJ. First up, world news. It appeared to be a typical day in central Italy. People were busily going about their days, shopping, eating, working, while school kids were getting dropped off at their homes. It had started as a sunny day, however, it was about to change. Suddenly the ground began to shake. The walls were shaking, buildings were shaking, debris was falling while people scattered about in fear of what was happening. The earthquake was struck at 3:36 p.m. and was magnet at 6.2. It was 65 miles northeast of Rome, and 386 people were injured. At least 120 people died, and 86 of the people that died were at the historic town. 3/4 of the town was destroyed. Then there was an 8-year-old girl that was trapped under the debris for 17 hours. What a terrible thing has the town witnessed. The lives that has lost, those injured and yet to know their fate, while homes, buildings, and business were destroyed from the deadly earthquake to hit Italy since 2009, when the same town was last struck. While those who've been killed is climbing, those left behind has no other choice than to try and pick up the piece in the hopes of someday rebuilding the town they once known. A town to not be forgotten, yet left in total destruction. And this is it, reporting to National News.
You have probably heard about the huge flooding that just recently happened in Louisiana and what was happening during it. But what about after, and what did everyone do? After the big rainstorm that lasted for 4 straight days in Louisiana, it has finally ended. The amount of rain they got broke records, and Baton Rouge got a total of 26 inches of rain. Homes were literally destroyed, 20,000 people were luckily rescued, and 10,000 people in shelters. Unfortunately, the death toll went up to 13 people, and after this, President Barack Obama went to Louisiana to look at the recovery and interview. On August 14th, Obama said that this was a major disaster for Louisiana. There was a total of 7,300 small businesses affected by the flooding, and Louisiana could reach up to $1.5 billion because of the flooding damage. It took trucks from around the country to take away all the damage from the flooding, and luckily there are people around to help. There were mobile homes brought to southern Louisiana for people to stay in because their homes were so damaged. So that was the aftermath of this 4-day rainstorm. Who knew rain could do so much damage over just 4 days? Up next is
Who needs real life when you can just live it in virtual reality? Say if you want to go on a roller coaster, but you're scared of heights and still want the thrill. This is for you. Virtual reality. What is it? Virtual reality is near reality. Near reality means it is almost, but really not. We know our world through our 5 senses: touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. Those are only some of our senses. The truth is we have a lot more. These special senses ensure us to have a rich flow of information from the surroundings to our minds. Virtual reality is achieved by stimulating our senses to that illusion of reality. Virtual reality is usually achieved using computer technology. There are a range of systems that are used for this purpose, such as headsets, omnidirectional treadmills, and special gloves. Virtual reality is new to the public these days, so when you want a thrill ride but without the terror, pick one up at your local gadget store. And now, next with good news.
Okay, today for your good news stories, I have a really inspiring story about how autism doesn't get in the way for a high school football player. So in Atlanta, an 18-year-old senior manager for his high school football team named Logan supports his team with his favorite saying, "Let me hear you," to get them pumped up. So at one game last season, his high school team was going against one of the best coaches in the district. And his coach had a trick play that included Logan. So when they were up by 6 touchdowns, coach put Logan in the game at running back to see if the other coach would cover him. So they handed the ball off to Logan on the 4-yard line, and the play worked. No one covered him. So with the crowd on his back, Logan cruised into the end zone, and when he scored, the crowd went crazy and both sidelines went crazy. His mom said he is one of the biggest fans of HHS football. So with that, just remember, no matter who you are and what's different about you, don't let your dreams be dreams. So that's it for us at TCSN. So till next time, stay classy, Noblesville.